Welcome to another edition of Smalltalk for You. One of the things that's useful to have in a project is not only automated builds, but with an automated build system, the ability to run tests automatically. So when you've done your build, you want to run a set of tests to find out whether your build is good. Now we've done this on the project I work on at work, and we use a slightly different mechanism than the one I'm going to show you here, and that's because I built this kind of as an experimental prototype. One of the other developers went off and hooked things in more properly with the way we do things, but this is kind of an idea, and it shows you how some of the things built into SUnit tools from CenCom and VisualWorks already support this functionality. So what I've done here is I've set up a test configuration where I add a test class and another test class. These are just subclasses of test case. And then I tell the configuration to run all the tests, I gather the results, and I ask myself, did they all pass? So I'll do a printed on this. And they say, yes, they passed. And then I can look at the results. This is the interesting part of this. The results are just a collection of results objects, which if you look inside here, let me push this aside. Results is a class that's part of SUnit 2. It's not something I built. And it just has this ability to aggregate test results. So you can run a test and have the results kind of cached for you so that you can look at them afterwards and then report on them, presumably. So we have passed for ran, errors, failures, and passes. They're just buckets of these things. So if I go in here, I have these passes. So I'll take this first one here. And it says the definition is a test 1 in class TA1. So I know that that one passed. So that's really all there is to it. If you come in here to results, you'll see that that's all it is it's a set of errors, failures, and passes for each test case you want to run. All I did was wrap a little bit of tiny convenience code around this. I have a class called configuration, and this guy will run tests, and the tests you run, just to back out a little bit, I have a list of classes, results, and that's just the results I was just showing you. And then the order, because I had the notion that it might be useful to have tests run in a specific order. Not something we ended up using where I work, but it's a capability that I built in that just responds to a class-side configuration message called order. It's either there or it's not, and if it is, it'll kind of sort the tests before it runs them. In any case, really the heart and soul of this thing is not anything I did. It's if you go into SUnit and you look at results, this is a way to just gather up the results, and then you can write your own reporting on this after the fact to use what's in there already, because it'll aggregate this stuff as I showed you right here. And you just ask it interesting questions about these sets of result objects, and then you can find out which ones errored out, which ones actually failed, failed their assertions or denies, and which ones passed, and that'll give you useful information for your project. So that's about it for today. Until next time, have fun with whatever Smalltalk you're using.